Welcome back to another round of Play Action Fantasy Football. This is Jonathan here with you. This is Week 15 tight end rankings, and let's get into it. And before we actually get into it, if you guys want to subscribe real quick, we're trying to build those numbers up as this season ends, so we appreciate all of your support. So like, subscribe, that good stuff, and let's get started here. Number one, we're going to start with TJ Hawkinson at the Bengals. Bengals are dead last against tight ends in fantasy, so this is a great matchup for TJ Hawkinson. Now, Dobbs did go out last game, and Mullins took over at quarterback, and that actually turned out better for Hawkinson. Mullins was finding Hawkinson quite a bit in the fourth quarter, and it's going to come through with the Bengals. So we don't know who's going to be playing at quarterback. Either way, you can count on Hawkinson. We all know what he's capable of. Number two, another guy we're very familiar with, Travis Kelce at the Patriots. This isn't the most ideal matchup against the Patriots. They have a good defense, but Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce. He does what he does, and he's certainly going to be putting up a good amount of points. Number three, we're going to Sam Laporta at home against the Broncos. Broncos are also one of the dead last against tight ends and defenses in general, so that's a good matchup there for Detroit, Sam Laporta. Denver is going to be giving up points, so definitely look for Laporta there. Four, we're going to George Kittle at Cardinals. The Cardinals defense, they're pretty well against tight ends, but Brock Purdy's been playing great. George Kittle's been playing great, and their run game just gives him a little bit more space, I think, with Christian McCaffrey there, obviously. So George Kittle at the Cardinals, great matchup there at number four. Number five, David Njoku at home against the Bears. David Njoku, he had 2 touchdowns last week against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he's got Joe Flacco throwing the ball now. Joe Flacco, he's been throwing the ball great. He's had over 250 yards and 2 touchdowns in both the games he's started so far, and David Njoku is a big part of that. So against the Bears, who are not a good defense, Browns at home, David Njoku definitely up there at number 5. Number 6, Dallas Goedert at Seahawks. That's going to be one of those where Goddard's coming back off injury. He played last week. He had a very mid game last week, but against the Seahawks this week, it's a good matchup for him. And I think Jalen Hurts is going to bounce back after that tough game against Dallas this past week. So Dallas Goedert up there at number 6. Number 7, Jake Ferguson at the Bills. This is not the best matchup for Jake Ferguson, but he's a huge role in Dallas's offense, and Dak Prescott's been playing very well, and we're not in the playoffs yet. So Jake Ferguson, definitely there at number 7. Number 8, I'm going to go to Trey McBride. At home against 49ers, it's a tough matchup, but Trey McBride, he's one of those guys who is just a large role in the Cardinals' offense. I mean, they can't just depend on James Conner. They need to throw the ball to somebody, and they don't have a lot of other weapons. Trey McBride is certainly up there, and I'm going to put him there at number 8. Number 9, Dalton Kincaid at home against the Cowboys. They got Dawson Knox coming back now, so he's going to take a tiny bit away from the rookie, but Buffalo's still going to find a way to get Kincaid the ball, even though Cowboys do have a very good defense as well. So I'm going to put Kincaid there at number 9. Number 10, I will be going to Dalton Schultz for the Texans, going to be at the Titans this week. Now, he is questionable. We're not too sure if he's going to be playing or not. He sat out last week against the Jets as the Jets manhandled the Texans, and I think he's going to be ready to go this week. It was a hamstring injury, and they were already debating him coming back last week, so Dalton Schultz should be playing. Put him there at number 10 against a good Titans defense. And number 11, I'm going with Isaiah Likely. I don't know if I put him on my rankings yet this year, but he's certainly up there now with Mark Andrews out, and they got Jacksonville this week. Jacksonville has been giving up a lot of points as of late. Their defense has not been looking good, and Isaiah Likely is getting more and more involved in this offense, and he's a pretty talented young guy, so I definitely think that he's going to be putting up points this week, so I definitely like him there at number 11. Number 12, we're going to Pat Freiermuth at the Colts. Colts have a bad defense, especially against tight ends, and Freiermuth is a great tight end, and I really think this is a game where he could have a very good game, but I think that the Steelers' offense is really slowing him down, and obviously the quarterback situation does not help him, and so that's why he's down there at number 12. Number 13, Gerald Everett at the Raiders. This is a good matchup for Everett. He's been dealing with some injuries, came back the past couple weeks. It didn't do anything too crazy, but it definitely is not playing bad. So I do think that Gerald Everett has a good chance this week against the Raiders, and I'm putting him there at number 13. Number 14, Cade Otton at the Packers. Cade Otton, he's been playing very inconsistent. He's got Baker Mayfield throwing the ball, and to be honest with you, Baker Mayfield likes throwing him the ball. He does get targets, not anything crazy, but good for a tight end. And so at the Packers, it's not going to be an easy game for him, but it's certainly not going to be one of those games where he's only getting a couple points. He's going to be getting a good, 8 to 10 points minimum in a regular standard league. So I do think Cade Otton is solid there at number 14. Number 15, last but not least, we're going to Cole Kmet at the Browns. Cole Kmet, great tight end. Justin Fields likes finding him. They got a good connection, but they're going to Cleveland against the Browns, who have a very good defense. So it's certainly going to limit Cole Kmet, but I do think that he could definitely get some points up there. So I'm still going to put him there at number 15. And that will do it for our Week 15 tight end rankings. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Jonathan again here with you. Go comment. Let us know what you think. And I think a lot of people are going into the playoffs this week, so best of luck to you with that, and have a great weekend.